But speaking about grateful, oh boy, this one's gonna have some drama.
What?
So, do you know
What?
who Charlie D'Amelio is?
Not really.
So, okay,
And I don't even care to
yeah,
know if she's not the politician.
let me tell you, she is the most how do you call it, subscribed person on TikTok recently. She hit 100 million followers on TikTok. But that's not the point. The point is she nearly lost 1 million and she almost got cancelled because, all right, so let me give you a lowdown. So she, all right, basically Charlie D'Amelio and her sister, they both are like famous TikTokers, and so they're both like famous TikTokers. One's around like 50 million, I don't know, and one's around 100 million. And another one, so they have invited James Charles over to that dinner. You know who James Charles is? He's a, yeah.
Of course I
So
do.
they invited that, and they, I think, did a live stream or something like that. And yeah, people, few things in that video, people just took offense to it. Like, she was being ungrateful at that time. I think she had like 95 million subscribers, and she's only 16, right, by the way. Yeah, she's only 16 and she had like 95 million followers, and she was like,
95
yeah,
million?
95 million followers, and she was like, man, I would just want to go fast travel in time so that I can have 100 million followers. I'd want that. And James Charles just jokingly said, why the 95 million subscribers you have is not good enough. I'm like, all right, everyone gets it, that like it's a joke, right? So
Of
her
course.
sister just like saw through it, and she was like just started rushing in and started closing in the episode, and she was like just jumped out of a chair, spread her arms like that, and like, okay, that was all for this episode, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and she just started closing in on that episode. And after that, even talked over James, even Charlie D'Amelio talked over James and didn't let him do the outro and stuff like that. And James kind of then said, okay, I was gonna do that, and James then started doing it, and she just sat there, started making faces. So that was that. She was just being ungrateful. Imagine having 95 million followers and still saying that it's not
And doing
enough.
that. Dude, she's 16. Dude, she's
Yeah,
16.
bro.
I don't even expect
Bro,
anything
but
else from her.
these 95 million.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Yeah, so she did that, and like people started and after that she had a personal chef, right? James Charles appreciated the chef. He like even gave a fist he even gave him a fist bump and appreciated, said that his food was enough awesome. But the other sister just started nitpicking that food. It was like, she said, oh, what is this, a mushroom? And he said, no, it's snail, it tastes good, it's really good for you. And she was like, okay, I'll taste it. And she tasted it and she was like, oh, it's really good, you know, the fake thing, oh, it's really good. And then she threw up, like right there she threw up, and her mom just got mad, like, excuse yourself and stuff like that. And people started hating, like, how can you be so ungrateful and just hate. And so instead of apologizing, what she did was she just started a live stream and started crying about, I just want 100 million followers, why can't I just have 100 million followers, and started crying in hopes that, yeah, people will take sympathy with her and actually give her 100 million. I don't know how she got that, but yeah, she lost a million followers in 24 hours.
I lost a million brain cells listening to this
Oh,
conversation.
I'm like, how can you be so? And this is the same family, by the way, that got invited over to Mr. Beast quiz. If you don't know what that is, Mr. Beast arranged the biggest YouTube game show of all time with like $300,000 prize, and he only invited the two sisters which are famous. But guess what? They just,
Her whole
yeah,
family.
the whole family. And since Mr. Beast was too nice, he let them stay. The whole family came, and man, the father, he was a politician. I don't know. Yeah, he was a politician, so he knew all the answer. He was answering everything, and they had people behind their laptop answer them. Like, before they would answer stuff like that, they would literally just look above the laptop, you know, above where the camera is, just do a quick glance and then answer. I'm like, Bro, it's clear as daylight. First of all, you weren't even
So don't tell
invited.
me Mr. Beast did not did
Bro, he
disqualify.
just didn't want it to be rude, you know. He's one of the nicest guy, you know. He just didn't want it to be rude, and he was just like, you know what? He just went along with it, and yeah, they ended up winning the whole game show. And the final question, I think it was something related to politics, and yeah, their dad answered it for them, and yeah, guess what? They won. Woo! Man, it's so dumb. Like, there were so many creators. I would love for any of them to win, and the money was gonna go to their fans. By the way, it wasn't for the content creators. It was for their fans. But I'm like, most of your followers are like what, 12 teenagers? But yeah, that's just dumb. So yeah, you know what?
Man,
Yeah.
are these people like ever gonna grow up and look back, oh shit, what I
But
was
you know
doing?
what? I'm done with that. I'm done with that topic.